Häxan is a Swedish-Danish film that was released in 1922. I actually had to watch this film about 3 times before I actually realized what was going on because I thought it was a documentary, but it's actually considered a documentary storytelling style film. I've never seen a film like this before. It was directed by Benjamin Christensen. He appears in the film. He actually introduces the film saying that this is about witchcraft through the ages and that this has several different parts to it. And then it goes on to showing the different parts. The first part basically shows woodcuts and paintings and photographs portraying witches and demons and that sort of thing that are from like the medieval era, and the concept and structure, their symbolism and all that. And then part two is we see this film of like a woman going to buy a love potion from a witch so that she could seduce a monk. And you also see like Satan tempting a sleeping woman away from her husband, and which the devil in this movie is played by Benjamin Christensen. There was also a moment, there was also a part that had a woman accused of witchcraft, and that one was interesting. That one was very, very interesting. So, and then the final segment had to do with how the superstitions from way back when are how they're understood today. And so, because which again I found interesting, especially considering America had the Salem witch trials. So now the thing about this film is that it had a lot of special effects that went into it, um, such as puppetry and stop motion and um, all kinds of, and even they had like special effects makeup that they used for this film. And and yes, you're going to see a lot of themes running through this movie and everything. Now, when I looked up the reception for this movie, I expected a lot of mixed reviews. Not the case. As it says here, it says that it received somewhat lukewarm, but mostly positive reviews. Uh, there was a reviewer that said that they were confounded by its boundary crossing aesthetic. Its thematic content stirred controversy as well. A contemporary critic in Variety, for example, praised the film's acting, production, and its many scenes, or an adulterated horror, but added that wonderful though this picture is, it's absolutely unfit for public exhibition. But again, it's crossing boundaries. And that's one of the reasons why I figured that it would have uh mixed reviews. So but yeah, controversy and boundary crossings. And yes, the acting is fantastic in this movie. So and another reviewer here, I'll mention this one. A reviewer from Copenhagen was offended by the satanic perverted cruelty that blazes out of it. The cruelty we all know has stalked the ages like an evil shaggy beast um, of mankind, but when it's captured, let it be locked up in a cell, either in a prison or a madhouse. So yeah, I mean, there were people that it's like when they see it, on the big screen, it bothers them. It's like we know all this. But they don't want to see that stare at it in the face and everything. They don't want to see an image of Satan staring at them or anything. It scares them, and that's why they're offended. And but anyway, so I mean, I found it interesting. I mean, I'm not into witchcraft or anything like that, but I did find it very interesting the way that this was put together because I've never seen a film like this before, a silent film anyway. And so just be aware that it's more like a documentary type storytelling kind of a deal. Yeah, I had to watch it about 3 or 4 times before realizing exactly what was going on. I'm like, wait, is it documentary? Is it a film? What's happening? Is it so very well done. Benjamin Christensen did a very good job with this. Again, he plays the devil in this movie. The acting is great. Um, so I can't find anything bad with this. I really can't. And it is still popular today. Everything that I've read, still popular today. So anyway, that's Häxan. It's a Swedish-Danish film. It was released in 1922.